Hey, Chris.
Hey.
We're eating crappy food while we talk to you.
Hope you don't mind. We really don't care, though.
That's good. I'm starved. That's fine.
You can
I'm
eat
really
too, if
hungry.
you like.
I was gonna eat, but I thought, well, there's people in Japan who can't eat because of the tornado that happened there. What was it called? The flash flooding. The Xbox Live Arcade went out there, right? Is that what we're talking about?
Yes, that is what we're talking. That's exactly what we're talking about.
This is the relief fund for the people who had their identities stolen from the when the PS3 got their system hacked. Which, do you know who one of those people was? Me. And do you know who stole my identity?
Who?
Brina.
A werewolf.
Was it Brina as a werewolf?
Well, Brina is a werewolf.
Yeah. I want to make that clear.
But something a little less hairy than Brina is what I'm talking about. No, I did get my identity stolen because of that, and somebody, I'm pretty sure that it was a werewolf that rides Harleys, because the way I found out is that this person decided to use my credit card to purchase items at the store, and one of the items he bought was, a jacket that said, ride free. And then another one was this really crappy cheesy watch, and then this other one was a ring that had a wolf on it. And so I'm pretty sure this dude was a werewolf.
What the hell are you talking about?
So I'm not kidding though. I have a picture of it. If the ring had fit me, I would have kept it and just worn it, because one of them got sent to my house.
That makes sense.
There you go.
Yeah. Backwards. So what are we going to talk about?
I don't know. You guys are the ones who have to sit up for 48 hours and do this.
Something like that, yeah.
I wish we could do this over Xbox Live Arcade or something. That way you could at least play a game while we're doing it.
That's true. Ed, what were you going to say?
I was just going to ask what it's like to be working on One Piece again.
It's awesome. It's actually great. It's been something I've been looking forward to. Honestly, it's been kind of away for a while, and it's nice too because for a while, the last time we were recording it, and maybe Mike doesn't want me to talk about this or whatever, but last time we were recording it, Mike McFarlane wasn't really able to handle all of the work himself. So it was spread out through a couple of directors, a couple of other people were working on it at the same time, and it's nice to go back and work just with Mike. Those other guys were great, but Mike is the one that truly kind of has the vision for what the show's supposed to sound like, so it's nice to work with him again.
Yeah, he actually had mentioned that, so you were allowed to say that.
You're good.
So what have you been working on with that recently?
Okay, let's see. Okay, this is a spoiler, and I'm just going to say it. Chopper does something stupid recently, and let's see, Zoro has no sense of direction. It's all the same bag, different day,
Yeah.
We're working on this arc, and I never know the names of the arcs. I just know that I'm on the boat and I drink a lot.
That's true, you do.
And you did coin the term.
The following is a tidbit which Christopher Sabat, voice acting superstar, would not like you to hear.
So how many more times
if this
has
offends
old
you, please blow me.
McTatertum been on your show?
Well, actually, shortly after you were on, he came on. So you guys are tied again.
Yeah.
Great.
For those who don't know, by the way, I feel like the listeners need to know. Tatum and Sabat have been having a contest for the amount of times they appear on the One Piece podcast.
Right.
Sabat was briefly ahead, but then...
Tatum...
Which is why I'm going to hang up and then call back again, and we'll be tied. I'd be one ahead of him, right? At that point, and then
no, I think you're two behind right now, because I think you did the same kind of thing.
Would you call him douchebag McTaterton?
Well, yeah, that's what we all call him around the office. I'm kidding. We wouldn't do that. He cries so much, you wouldn't want that on your conscience. So, yeah, Michael Tatum and his crying. Yeah, it's been fun. I've really been enjoying it. I can tell you that I have been privy to some of the sounds of the new baddies for this season, and it sounds awesome. The guy they have playing the dude who's awesome in the next, like the villain in the next. I don't know what I'm supposed to talk about or what I can't. So whatever.
Well, Mike did say the guy he casted. I don't think he's voiced in the show yet. So he's somebody new.
For Foxy.
Yeah, for Foxy.
Yeah, okay, good. So we're all on the same page here.
Yeah.
The guy who's voicing Foxy is awesome. Like, he's one of my, like, kind of favorite new voices that's been sort of popped up around the Funimation houses these days. Super talented on-screen actor, too. Wicked rad dude. So I've heard the stuff he's been doing, and it makes me laugh. So
awesome.
I think that picture is disturbing all the donators.
I love that picture.
Yeah, we have your avatar on the screen right now for everyone to see.
Yeah, it's this violent picture of Winnie the Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
My middle name the Christopher R. The R stands for Robin. So.
Oh my God! Wow.
So you're Christopher Robin.
Yeah. So my real name really is Christopher Robin Sabat.
And you grew that beard in an attempt to become a bear?
In a way, yeah.
Okay.
I've been hanging out at gay bars for that. But yeah, so Winnie the Pooh has some meaning in my life, but I really, I'm way too masculine for Winnie the Pooh related items, but I thought that particular Winnie the Pooh design was pretty awesome. To be honest, I stole it off of, like, somebody's page. I think it was submitted to be a T-shirt on Threadless or something, so I just stole it shamelessly. So, how are you guys doing?
In general?
Good. All right.
I think we're okay.
Nothing to talk about, really.
This is how we are 24 hours prior to.
Yeah,
24 hours.
It's not good that this is how we were at the beginning.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Yeah, we're just sitting in a basement, like anime fans do.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice to catch you at the beginning of the podcast, because last time I caught you towards the ass end of it, and it was just like, you guys were toasted at that point.
You're catching us while we still have some sanity left.
Yeah, sanity, right.
Thank you, Jason.
Well, Chris, I don't know how much of a sensitive subject this is, and if you can't talk about it, it's okay. I just remember last year the Kai score was being replaced, and we talked about that. This year, the Blu-rays for DBZ have been postponed. I was just curious what you thought about the whole situation.
Yeah, it's pretty sad, honestly. It makes me sad. I kind of don't know what the official company words are on that. All I know is that it's sad that they've kind of put the brakes on that. If you want my honest opinion, I think it's just because nobody kind of understood what the heck Dragon Ball Z Kai even was anyway. Mm-hmm. And if you went to the store, this is just my own hypothesis, but my guess is, like, if you go to the store, there's so much Dragon Ball stuff everywhere. It doesn't, like, Dragon Ball Z Kai makes no sense to purchase. Like, well, wait a minute, I'm gonna get this, but I can get that orange box that has all of them. It was really fun getting to dub Kai, though.
Mm-hmm. So what are you eating?
What am I eating?
Yeah.
I'm eating banana chips.
Sound good.
Really good.
Yeah, they're really good. I could crunch louder if you'd like.
I would, actually, yes.
You were referring to the Kai Blu-rays, right? Is that what you're saying, like that?
Yeah.
I was curious what your opinion was with
I think it's the same.
with the DBZ Blu-rays. Not the Kai releases.
I'm sorry, my bad about that.
Because Kai is coming out. I think the next set of Kai is actually coming out in a week or two.
Right. My apologies. I was thinking I get those two mixed up a lot.
Apparently everyone else does, according to
yeah. I think there's just too much stuff in the market right now. I think there's just way too much stuff. I don't know what I would be surprised if they just put it on hold forever. So I imagine, I can only guess they'll be back.
Right.
It's just
oversaturation at the moment?
You saw those videos they were releasing bragging about, like, the method they were using to...
Yeah, it was incredible.
Yeah, it's awesome, and it's also extremely expensive too. So apparently, not as many people were impressed by it, or something. Either they just, I just think it might be just too soon. Really.
Yeah. Because the Dragon boxes had just finished coming out.
And Kai is out.
And Kai is being released too, so you had like.
Plus, the orange boxes are still the best-selling thing from Funimation.
Which
It's great.
Well, we did get a really good panel at New York Comic Con out of it.
That was a really great.
Yeah,
panel.
that was a fun panel.
Yeah. You got to rip on.
You were there.
Got to rip on some Hawaiian shirts. And
you were saying some of the funniest things I've ever heard, like for like an anime panel. Like I remember, I think like an old photo of Gen was up on the screen, and you said, "Yeah, that's his eHarmony photo."
Oh my gosh, I forgot about this. Is when Justin did that. Yeah, and he got help from the marketing department, other departments, but like. I found it to be a really hysterical panel because a lot of that information, they really meant for it to be correct. It's just a lot of it was wrong, kind of. Like there was some facts that weren't quite correct in there. Nothing that was serious, but like that's just the order of stuff was kind of wrong. I mean, bless his heart, man. Justin was trying to pull together the whole history of Funimation, and no one's ever really documented that stuff, and you can't rely on me because my memory is terrible. So yeah, that was a fun time. New York Comic Con was great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that was a good con this year.
I'm going to Hawaii pretty soon here, and like next week.
Oh wow! What are you gonna do there?
I don't know. I'll tell you what I'm not gonna do: eat a hamburger and get food poisoning like the last time I was in Hawaii.
Oh.
The last time I was at KawaiiCon was like 6 or 7 years ago, and on the first day, like Monica Rial and Travis Willing and I like rented a car and drove all over the place, and it was the best day ever. And at the end, we stopped for a burger of all things, and I got such food poisoning from it. I ended up in the hospital. It was awesome.
Wow.
Well, I like that we're talking about burgers giving food poisoning as we're eating burgers.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't eat a burger,
Probably just got it.
so I'm okay.
Man, it was bad. And you know what sucked even the worse? Like the hospital wasn't so bad because I got to drink like radioactive Tang, and then they put me on oxygen, which is probably one of the most amazing feelings you can ever have in your entire life. You're just like, whoa. And then they send you a bill for like $7,000 because they decided to like CAT scans and stuff, and they fill you full of oxygen, so you're feeling the best you've ever felt in your entire life. And like, we think we should do some CAT scans. Do you have insurance? No. All right, let's go ahead and get you set up. Can I have how much for 4 of them? That was of me. See, yeah, so that's going on. After that, like a week after that, I'm going to Sunderland, England, which is like northeastern England for a convention there. I don't know anything about it, but it sounds kind of like Minneapolis, England, sort of like just. I don't know. We'll find out. It should be fun. Oh, one thing I'm doing at the Hawaii Con, I kind of forgot about this, is for the first time, like, Vegeta from Japan and Vegeta from America will high-five one another.
You're assuming you're getting
that's it? That's the whole panel?
Yeah, Ryo Horikawa and I will spend 55 minutes staring at each other, and then in the last 5 minutes we'll...
I'm incredibly jealous of missing that substantially important panel.
Got to be build up, and it's just gonna be nothing but a loop of Bruce Faulkner's music.
Wow.
I don't know. So who else are you guys talking to today and tomorrow?
Well, after this, we have Mr. Bruce Elliott on.
Oh, not just our Bruce Elliott. Everyone's Bruce Elliott. And Bruce Elliott's awesome.
We haven't had a chance to talk to him.
Yeah, we've never talked to him either. So
we're going to try not to make idiots out of ourselves.
Which is kind of hard to do.
He's one of the most easygoing people ever. Super cool. And I don't know what I would do if that guy did not exist, because he is in like I don't think there's been a project I've had that I haven't cast him on lately, because he's just absolutely rock solid, super super funny dude, excellent reader, and he speaks English, and he always smells like figs and snuffle.
Is that a good thing?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess it is. It is, because we're all attracted to him. His musk. But no, super cool guy. I think you'll enjoy talking to him.
Thank you. I'll look forward to the fig set. I hope that translates over the computer.
And now, you don't even have to answer this question, because now I'm looking at the email that has everybody else that was on it, so my apologies. You already told me who was going to be on it. And do you know who, like, I see Michael's name, Michael S.'s name,
yes.
Which, when I was on a trip a few weeks ago, someone said, "Oh, are you a fan of Michael Sinternicus?" Sinternicus. I was like, that's crazy. I've called them center nipples before, but not Sinternicus. Now I can't even say it. Anyway.
Sinternicus.
Yeah, Sinternicus.
Sinternicus.
It's like a tourniquet. Sinternicus.
Sinternicus. It sounds like a knight or
Let's call him
something.
Mr. Christmas.
Mr. Yeah, I'm sorry whenever when I'm on the One Piece podcast with you guys, I just don't have as much to talk about. But seriously, Zoro is like outside of Robin, there's no one who speaks less on that boat. And it's just the same kind of stuff over and over again. It's always fun though.
Mm-hmm.
Before you go, we have to discuss the Tatum rivalry a little more. We touched on it earlier. So we have to have you on another 2 more times, I believe, because he was on. He did this Christmas special thing.
Yeah, he did do the Christmas special.
Yeah.
And then he came on while we were at Anime USA, which you were at the year before.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll just have to fix that.
So just get if you leave us 2 voicemails just saying 1 word, I think that counts.
Yes, I do.
That'll work.
Yeah.
Either that, or I'll just have to hack into his panel.
That seems like the smartest thing to do.
What time is he on?
He's going to be on with That Anime Show at 9 p.m.
So he's gonna be on with
Terry and
This is 8 p.m. your time.
Oh God, I can't do that now because Terry scares me.
It's 8 p.m.
Why is that?
Central. I think she'd appreciate hearing that.
Terry's tough, man. Terry can kick your ass. No, Terry's awesome.
Yeah, she is.
She could be awesome and be tough and kick your ass.
Who else is on that show? Terry and Tatum and
Steven.
And Stephen Hoff.
Steven's awesome, dude. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's
He can
the
also
man.
kick your ass.
Yeah, well, not really, actually. Steven's super soft. I'm telling you, Terry is the one. Like she's got skills. She's a freaking ninja.
We'll let her know you have that respect for her.
Oh, I will do that. Please do. Well, we need to figure out some way.
We're plotting in front of how many 100 people right now?
Sorry. If you guys could think of ways to destroy Michael Tatum with me, please.
That goes for everyone out there listening.
That's what I mean, really. I'd like to be on right before his show, perhaps even to trump his show by just going at the hour that they were supposed to go. Okay, maybe that would be cool.
We'll try and do that.
Yeah. Well, man, is our Bruce Elliott in the wings yet? Has he phoned in yet?
Do you want to stick around until he calls?
Yeah, sure.
Right, I think it's going to be another 10 minutes. We're still at $32,990 total, including last year.
I don't know. I would ask a question from the chat, but they're not trying hard enough because it's just a bunch of say this and say that. And
what do you want me to say?
What do you think they want you to say?
Put a quarter in.
All right, you got 5 seconds here, people. Give me something good.
All right, there's a good one.
There's a good one. What's that one? I can't
Should
see
I ask
any
it? What was the strangest gift you've been given at a convention?
The gift of oh gosh, there's so many weird gifts. let me think on this one. Like I always forget, and then I remember as soon as.
While you're thinking, I forgot we never mentioned this to you in New York Anime Fest, but we noticed the shout out you gave us. Remember for the DBZ thing?
Oh yeah, that's right. Because you did when Funimation was doing the YouTube
with Gen,
the YouTube panel for the Blu-ray. They had Gen on, and they had you come on.
And so you only answered one question.
And that was our question, actually.
It was Steve's question.
It was the doing the Gettysburg Address in the Kuwabara voice.
Oh, sweet.
And that made it on a promo for those discs. I remember.
Was it?
No, the over 9... no, not the over 9,000. Something along those... Well, yeah, something about that, I think.
What are you talking about?
Thank you, Jason.
We're talking about stuff.
Yeah, dude, by chance, did the footage of me creeping behind the paper that paper divider get in there?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Because people were I think at one point you were visible because I think people were pointing that out, but I can't remember.
Yeah.
We saw some of the stuff from what went on behind.
Well, this was on YouTube.
Yeah.
Are you thinking about?
Yeah, this was the YouTube thing, but I asked them to make me go live a little bit early, just for a split second, and have me sneak across because it made this really funny shadow because I had this funny paper, that white paper backdrop that was backlit, and you could walk in front of it and it would make a shadow and you looked like total sneak. Anyway, it's probably not that important. Yeah, I didn't answer very many questions. But yours I always take time for.
Okay.
So weird things people have given me. Let's see. One person gave me a just this pack of lunch meat for whatever. He brought up some lunch meat, and I don't know why, but he said I looked hungry, and I was like, wow, this would be great if this were cold. Where it came from, and it wasn't its original package. Let's see. The weirdest things that people. The weirdest things that people give me and this, I feel horrible about this, especially if someone is listening that has done this for me, but when someone gives you a poster that's on foam board or something like that, that's about the size of an HD TV, and what they hand you is a giant piece of guilt. Because you can't take it on the plane unless you crunch it up and destroy it, and you can't really ship it because it would cost a lot of money to ship it home. So you really have to make a really tough decision there. Do I fold it up, stick it in my luggage, or do I destroy it, or do I try and ship it? And I'm usually I'm too lazy to ship anything, so it ends up getting folded up, and I feel bad. Any of you who've done that. Let's see. Other weird things. I saw somebody give something weird to somebody. Actually, Patrick Seitz, I was on a convention with him, and these two girls who probably weren't any older than maybe 11 years old come up to him and they give him two Barbie dolls that are naked and stitched together.
What?
Name written across the boobs of them.
Oh my God.
And it was they were huge Hetalia fans, which, now I'm starting to realize that there are a lot of parents who do not understand what that show is about, and that 10 and 11-year-old girls should not be watching that show. Sorry if you're 10 or 11 and listening to this podcast. If your parents heard. But yeah, that was the creepiest thing. And Patrick looks at me, he's like, thank you. And then he turns to Shar, the girl who works for Funimation, and he's like, I can't put this in my luggage. Anyhow, I know Greg Ayers has a really funny story about someone giving him kind of a half-eaten piece of summer sausage.
What?
And it was shipped to him.
I know he was given pot brownies.
Oh,
I thought they were mushroom brownies.
No, I think they're pot brownies.
Oh, wow.
Either way, I don't know.
Yeah, that's
you trip out.
I learned my lesson at a convention once. Yeah, somebody gave me a drink, and then I was completely missing in action for a while. It was bad. And it was at I think it was at OhioCon or something, and I was just so completely out of it. Let's see.
Actually, we have another question.
Oh my God!
Someone wanted to know what's the most devious prank or bomb you've ever pulled on anyone.
Okay, let's see. My favorite prank I ever pulled was in high school, and because this took a lot of preparation in order to make it happen. But I'll leave out a lot of the unnecessary details. But I was rehearsing for this show in high school or something like that, and in the dressing room, some of the other dudes where we were all getting dressed, and one guy had already left, and I noticed that he had left the keys to his BMW that his parents got him because he got all C's at military school when they sent him off to school. Freak douche. I was so annoyed by it. Like, they send him off to military school because the guy he can't go to class or can't hack it, and he barely makes a passing grade, so they give him a freaking Beamer. So I stole these keys from him, or didn't really steal them. I just picked them up as a good Samaritan and just never returned it to him. And I waited. This was in November, and I waited until April 1st, April Fool's Day, my favorite day of the year.
It's my birthday, so that's even better.
And so I held on to these keys, and so I knew his class schedule, and I knew at one point he'd be walking past this really heavily populated area of the school, like it's where everybody kind of walks. So I took his car in between classes, and I drove it up onto campus and parked it in that area, and then ran off, and then hid. And I knew he'd be walking by there with his entourage of hookers. Girls had thought he was so cool because he had a BMW, and he's walking past. All of a sudden, he's like, "Whoa, that's my." And then he runs up to his car and he goes to open it, and he didn't realize that I also had the clicker that locked. His alarm starts going off, and everybody's laughing. He's like, "Whoa, hey, how did my freaking car get here?" And then, so he decides to. Instead of just moving his car, he decides, like, I'm going to tell security. So he runs past me. He doesn't even see me because I'm hiding behind this area, towards the office so he can go rat me out or rat somebody out. In the meantime, I go back to his car and I drive it off of the campus again, as far back in the parking lot as I possibly could. And then I start running back towards it, the school, and he runs towards the school. He's running out towards me, sorry. And he's like, Sabat! I go, no, dude, I just saw someone get in your car and just drove off campus. He's like, no! And he runs off campus down the street in the direction that I pointed, and it was so awesome.
Wow.
And that's the end of that story. However, I think now is the time to actually discuss another prank that I've been working on for a while. I know this is a fairly public forum, so if you guys wouldn't mind not telling the source of this joke to the actual person, because this person still doesn't know yet that he's been pranked a multitude of times.
The following is a tidbit which Christopher Sabat, voice acting superstar, would not like you to hear. If this offends you, please blow me.